Yes, everyone, back with another video. So today I'm going to be going over how you can build an outbound AI voice agent that's going to be able to do sales for basically any business, right? So no matter whether you're in an agency and you're setting this up, or a home service business, or you're a realtor, or it doesn't matter. No matter what niche you're in, you're going to be able to build out this agent. So I've already built it out, right? But I'm actually going to show you how to build out this flow exactly here. And you might be looking thinking, oh, I have no idea how to do this, and that's completely fine. I'll show you. It's pretty easy, to be fair. But to go over, so I normally use Synthflow, right, to set up my AI voice agents. So you can see I've got a few here. It doesn't, well, I normally use Synthflow, but it doesn't matter if you use like Retail or Vappy. But if you do use Synthflow, this video is going to help you the most, because obviously the flow designer that they have, I think, is really good. So, well, to go over just a few things. So here's where you build out all your agents, and I'll be creating an agent in just a second. Here's your knowledge base, so anything around your business you can put in here. Just going over this dead quick, the actions. So one thing you're going to want in here is your calendar, right? So when someone wants to book an appointment over the phone, your AI agent can actually go into your calendar and actually book the appointment. And to do this, you'll come down to integrations, and you'll come down to either Go High Level or Cal.com, and you'll just, put your Go High Level account in here, or your Cal.com account, and then connect your calendar that way. It's pretty easy. Well, and then you also have a few more integrations in here. So Twilio, so if you have any phone numbers that you've bought, then you can just import them in here. Pretty easy. But actually going over the agent. And also I want to say I'm going to be giving you free prompts for this as well. So just stick around for that, because I'll show you how I can actually get them towards the end. So to actually build this out, I'll just go back there. So it comes to create agent in the top right here, and start from scratch. And obviously you're going to want to pick outbound, because it's obviously outbound sales, right? And I'll be showing you all the best settings to have for this agent, right? So coming over, you can name it whatever. I'll just name it outbound sales for YouTube. And whatever time zone you're in, then obviously pick that time zone. I'd say have it on 4.0. Obviously this is the recommended one, but the ChatGPT 5 is still in beta, so it could probably be a little bit slow. So for the voice, obviously pick whatever language you want. They have so many languages now. A lot of them are in beta, but they're still pretty good. And then the voice is obviously completely up to you.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm,
that literally sounds like an AI. But you can just come into here and, pick a voice that you like. So we'll type in English, or you can type in an American call, it doesn't matter.
In the silence of midnight.
Probably not that one.
Try the unique vocals of Jefferson English on your...
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, you're going to want one that actually
Festivals light
English.
up our hearts like stars fill the...
Yeah, you get the point anyway. So
Lila's watch.
I'll just pick anyone here, because obviously I'm not going to sit around sitting for ages picking a voice that's good. That's up to you which voice you want to use. But the patience level you're going to want to have as low, right? Because you want this AI to reply as fast as possible. You don't want it taking 3 or 5 seconds to reply, because it's just not going to sound like a human. And obviously people's attention span these days is probably around this now. So, the speech recognition have that on faster, but for more high accuracy use cases, then obviously you're going to use this. This is completely up to you. I'd say I had it around about here, so in the middle of conversational and fast. You don't want them to be speaking too slow, and these you can just keep the same. But for the optimized latency, I'd have this as max as well, because if your prompt is good enough, and it's going to be, because I'm going to be giving you obviously a free prompt, but yeah, if your prompt is good enough, then it doesn't matter about having a really high latency here, because you're going to want the AI to reply as fast as possible, basically, is what I'm saying. And you can keep all this the same as well. And the call configuration, some of this is completely up to you. So obviously you pay for minutes, right? So after 5 or 6 seconds, you're going to want, if let's say the user on the phone doesn't reply, you're going to want the AI to basically say, "Oh, I'm still here," or "Are you still there?" or something like that, because you don't want the AI to be sat on here for like what 20 seconds before it says something, because obviously then it's gonna, cost you more in the end. So, and then the AI will disconnect after. This is completely up to you as well. I'd say 15 seconds is probably the best one after they haven't said anything. 15 seconds is good, because obviously, like I said, you're going to be paying for minutes, so you don't want them just to be wasted. One thing I will have on here as well is to enable these voice recordings and to enable the transcripts, because this is how you, in the end, are going to be able to make your callers even better, is just going over the conversations that it's had, listening to the conversations that it's had, and then just making them better from there. So before we go over to the prompt as well, we've obviously got the actions, and this is actually going to be in the prompt, but we also have the deployment. You're also obviously going to want to assign a phone number to this, obviously, or you're not going to be able to call it or have it call you. But yeah, we'll go over to the prompt. One thing that I'll say is I don't really use Retail or Vapi or anything like that, so I don't really know if they've got any like workflow builders inside of there. That's why I use Simflow. But if you're still prompting your agents like in this boxes like here, I would recommend switching over to something where you can use a flow designer, and I'll show you what I mean here. So, and it's literally just like this one I showed you, because I've got it on a screenshot here. I'll show you. Here, like I'll move my camera, but having certain branches it goes down, so you'll see the greeting. You can see the greeting message there is, "Hey, it's Jordan from Daniel's Growth System." Basically, like pitching what you've got. So they'll either go down a branch that is yes, they want to hear what you've got to say, or no, basically. And whichever one, then the AI will go down this path, and it's pretty easy to understand. If they say no, then they go down this path. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'll actually build this out for you. So then I'll actually test the caller at the end. The caller that I showed you at the start. So here, what we do from here is a branch. It's literally so easy. Branch, and then we're going to name this one yes/neutral. And when to go here, and you're going to want to go here, you want to say the user. When the user implies, let's say, implies some interest. And then obviously we've got hard no here. So when the user says no. There we go. And we can use that. From here, we're going to add a step. All right, and I'll show you. So we add a step. This is basically just an instruction, and then we'll add another step here. And I'll name this problem hypothesis. And like I said, I won't actually be adding these instructions in, because I like I said, I have all the prompting ready for you, and I've already built out the agent before. So that agent I showed at the start, I'm building out this framework. But if you want all the prompting for that, then obviously, like I keep saying, stick around for it, and you can get that. But then we have another step here, Hail Mary. So basically, stuck on there, and it's basically just going to try and get them onto an appointment. This is what this is basically for. It's to book an appointment, basically, an appointment setting agent. We had another branch here under the problem hypothesis, and this is going to be this part here is where basically you're stating like your main offer. So we're going to be doing a discovery. So here's the branch. Yes, like maybe go here when the user says yes, or they imply that they are interested. And we'll go to here, no, not interested. Like I said, you have to say user, you can't say caller. It's Simflow only understands it as a user. So go here when the user says no, or they imply they are not interested. And there we have it. Right. Then for the yes maybe we have four instructions. So I'll just add them in dead quick here. Add them 4 instructions, and then I'll name them as well. So the discovery, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Like, I think all of you know what a discovery is. Here's where we value, give the value, and present the price and the risk reversal for the offer. Just let me know what you guys think to actually these sort of videos. If you like these sort of walkthrough videos, because I understand they actually can be pretty boring, like sometimes watching these, but I guess they can be pretty helpful. Like, but and then booking the 15-minute walkthrough. So this is where it's gonna obviously try and book the caller or the lead that is calling onto an appointment. So yeah, walkthrough. And then we'll just do it for this side as well. So we also have the light objection handling. And one thing you can add into your global settings is obviously the instructions here, but your FAQs and your objections and special cases. And I'll show you this here. So if you want to add the appointment booking actions or any of the actions, you're going to come to obviously add action, real-time booking, and then just literally select your calendar there. Or if you've got another one you want to add, like a call transfer, so let's say if someone says I want to speak to the manager or something like that, then you can transfer that lead onto the manager. So that's just a bit saucy there. But yeah, we have the light objection handling here. And then we also have, let's say they're fully set on no, they're not interested at all. Then we can just wrap everything up without the booking. But let's say, yeah, like I said, I'm going to give you all these prompts anyway. But if you don't want to use my prompts, that's completely fine. You can just use this framework here, because this is actually the exact framework I've used for a business. So what, yeah, well here, so if they stall or they want even more info, you're going to lead them. I'll show you actually. So when to go here, the user seems yeah, wants more information or is hesitant. And then what you're going to do is actually have this one jump to the light objection handling, and then because you don't have to build out another step, because obviously if they say they're wanting more information or they keep stalling, then they have objections, right? So he's going to lead them back straight to the light objection and light objection and handling. I just can't even fucking speak. But yeah, choose a window, and they're going to go here when they want to basically book a call. Go here when the user wants to book a call, and yeah, you're obviously going to yeah, check the calendar slots, and you don't have to have the confirm the booking. You can actually have this in the exact same one here. Check calendar slots and offer confirm to. Right, that's built now. That whole framework just like that, easy. I built that within what, 5-10 minutes. But well, obviously you're gonna have to add the prompts in too. And now I'll drop how you can get this prompt is actually should be the first or second link in the description. And just to show you a little bit, here is yeah, this is how the flow should look. Obviously we've built that, but then I've given you all the global settings, the greeting message, and like I said, you can use this for any niche. So most industry, but I've got the placeholders there, so all you need to do is add in what your placeholders would be there, right? So like I said, with all of the headings I've got here, I've got the exact same ones here just for your business basically. So yeah, I'll just go through this 6 pages of prompting, guys. So if you think this is valuable, then yeah, go to the first or second link in the description and you can find it. But now I think you guys actually probably want to hear this, so I'll go back to my normal agent and I'll actually add a phone number on here. Yeah, this is literally how you add a phone number. It's so easy. So you either buy a phone number inside SimFlow, and I think I haven't bought a number in SimFlow for a while, but I think it might be in settings, or if I was to, it might be here, active numbers, there we go. And then you add a new phone number, and then buy a number, and then obviously you can just pick the ones that are in here. So just wait for it to load for a second. Yeah, so you can get a number from the United States, Australia or Canada. So it's pretty limited. So what I'd say is, definitely create a Twilio account, connect it, and then the Twilio numbers are cheap as anything anyway. So outbound sales, go to deployment, and then just let that load. Assign phone number, and just let this load for a second, and then it should add my number in there. So just give me a second while this actually loads in, and then I'm going to give this a call to my number, and then I'll have a chat with it, and you can basically see how it performs. So as you can see, it's calling my number.
Hi, it's Jordan with Daniel's Growth Systems. I know I'm calling out of the blue. Do you have 30 seconds for the reason I'm calling? And then you can tell me if it's relevant?
Yeah, go ahead. What's it about?
Thanks, Daniel. Most home service owners I speak with lose money because leads aren't answered fast enough, follow-up slip, and the diary ends up with gaps. We set up an AI appointment engine that answers, follows up, and books jobs straight into your calendar, so you get more kept appointments without hiring extra staff. Worth a quick look to see if it'd plug the gaps for you?
Maybe. Could you just explain kind of how it works, and does it actually integrate into any of my systems that I have now?
Absolutely. Happy to explain. The engine connects with your existing lead sources, like your website, ads, or socials, and answers new inquiries instantly, follows up automatically, and books jobs right into your calendar. We integrate with most major CRMs and booking systems, so it fits right into your current setup. What CRM or calendar are you using now, just so I can be sure?
Yeah, we use Go High Level for our CRM and our calendar.
Perfect. Go High Level is fully supported. We integrate directly with it. So every lead that comes in gets answered and booked straight into your Go High Level calendar with all the notes and tracking in one place. Just to make sure I don't waste your time. How are you getting most of your leads right now? Is it paid ads or more referrals?
It's probably referrals at the moment.
Got it. Most referrals. And when someone inquires, who follows up with them? And how quickly does that usually happen?
I normally follow up with them, and it can take a few hours if I'm on site or anything like that.
Makes sense. Juggling jobs and follow-ups is tough. If we doubled your kept appointments in the next 90 days, would you be able to handle the extra work? Or would that stretch you too thin?
Yeah, I should be able to handle it.
Awesome. Last quick one. Are there any specific services or areas you really want to fill up first? Or is it just whoever comes in?
Yeah, I want to go for Manchester.
Perfect. So Manchester's the priority. Based on what you said, referrals coming in, you're handling follow-ups yourself, and wanting to fill the diary in Manchester, the engine would answer instantly, follow up automatically, and book jobs straight into your Go High Level calendar. You see fewer gaps, more kept appointments, and clear reporting on what's working. We handle the setup and tuning for you. No extra hires needed. To roll this out, it's £2,000 one-off for the build, then £1,500 per month ongoing. We guarantee 10 qualified kept appointments in 90 days, or we work at no extra fee until you hit it. Most owners care less about the fee and more about reliably filling the diary. This makes that predictable. Easiest next step is a 15-minute walkthrough where I show you exactly how it plugs into your setup and what it looks like in action. Want to grab a slot for that?
Yeah, let's do it. What times do you have?
Great. Just to confirm, you're in the Europe-London time zone, right? If so, I've got Thursday, Friday or Monday with slots at either 8 a.m, 9 a.m, or 10 a.m. Any of those days and times work for you?
Yeah, let's do Thursday at 10 a.m, please.
Just give me 1 second while I book your appointment. All set. You're booked for Thursday at 10 a.m. for the quick walkthrough. We'll cover how the engine plugs into your Go High Level, books jobs automatically, and how the guarantee works. You'll leave with a clear yes or no. No pressure. Sound good?
Yes, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you then.
Brilliant, Daniel. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to chatting on Thursday at 10. If anything comes up, just let me know. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you. Bye. And there we have it. So I think one thing is you can always import voices from 11 Labs, right? And you can actually do, I think it's like text to speech or something like that, where you can actually prompt a voice, because some of the voices that they give you in Synflow is they're not amazing, and yeah, you have to think to play around with the I think when I went over how fast you want it to say, I think I maybe had it a little bit too quick. But yeah, I think in terms of how it spoke, it was very good. All right. But the voices, yeah, you can always import voices from 11 Labs or just go over all the ones having SynthFlow, because they do have some pretty good voices in there. So yeah, anyway, I hope you got value from this video. Remember, if you want the prompting for basically this exact one here, should be the top or the second link in the description. And if you need any help with booking or with making any voice callers, then you can book a call with me. But yeah, I hope you got value from this video. Any feedback, always let me know in the comments, guys. And yeah, I hope you have a good one.